This is us. We're 28 and 29 years old, setting out to do a dream that we've had for the last year, hiking the Georgia section of the Appalachian Trail.
Sarah? What are you looking forward to today? What's something today you're looking forward to?
In a dream world, I would really like to have lunch at the waterfall.
Okay.
That sounds really nice. So I'm like in my head looking forward to lunch. Do I sound like a kid in grade school or what?
Yeah.
That's part of today's recess and lunch.
Recess and lunch.
That's what I'm most looking forward to today. What are you looking forward to today?
What I'm looking forward to is the first time we use our camping stove.
Okay. So lunch?
Yeah. Are we using it for lunch or just dinner?
Or are we using it for lunch?
Okay. So yeah, I guess lunch. I'm looking forward to lunch too at the waterfall. I'm curious to see how my diabetes is going to work out for this trip, as far as how fast I'm going to burn my carbs. It was already burning a lot going up that mountain. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go. But I'm just optimistic right now. Great weather. It's like in the low 60s, high 50s. And yeah, I'm just excited to do this thing. The White Blaze. Sarah needs some adjustments with the backpack. Maybe the last adjustment might have been a good one. She's got some pain behind her knee on the uphills, no, on the downhills. All the time right now. So she's a little bit questioning it, but by the time this video is produced, you will know how it ended. I believe she's gonna be all right. We might have to change our pace or something, but it's gonna be all right. But here's some river water. What do you need?
I need another hand.
Hand.
Open that.
Okay, we lost the video.
For scale. Huge mushroom.
Huge.
I see mushrooms. This is the biggest mushroom I've ever seen. I'm an expert in mushrooms. No one knows mushrooms like I do. This is the biggest one. I grew it.
You keep getting less every time.
How about you reach over a little bit more? I'm doing better in case anyone wanted to know.
Alright, so we had our first problem. It's lunch on day one. We're having lunch at this beautiful falls. Lots of people around, thank goodness, because our burner, the igniter on it, won't ignite. So I was like, well, fear not, we have these strike anywhere matches. Well, since they're 15 years old, none of them light. So thankfully, another backpacker nearby gave us this whole thing. So thank goodness for that. Super thankful. And it works. So it just ignited it. The gas works, just not the igniter. So we're excited to have some food here. All right, how is our first lunch? What do we got going on here, Sarah?
These were some dehydrated. This is gonna be our lunch for the next 4 days. But it's couscous, dehydrated vegetables, and we had a bouillon cube in the water, and it was garlic couscous, so it's delicious. And then we're gonna add in some tuna, and that's our lunch for the next 4 days.
Sounds great. And again, our trail angel gave us these matches. When our matches failed, then the igniter failed. So there he is in red.
In the arms of the
Here's our silverware.
Here.
I want to engage with the water and nature and not hold back because I want to have great memories. So that's why I'm doing this. It almost hurts, it's so cold though. All right, new update.
Just like crushed everyone's dreams.
We're both doing a lot better. We've had our aches and pains, but we're doing good now. And we met a friend on the trail. Her name's Hash Brown. It's the coolest name ever. She's been with us for, I don't know, 2 miles, 3 miles now?
No, I hope so.
But she's gonna do all of Georgia. That wasn't her plan, but now she is. I'm speaking it.
I've been motivated.
She's been motivated.
Inspired.
So we'll see how long we're around each other for. But ooh, there's some nice views coming up.
Oh yeah, look at this.
But anyways, our aches and pains are going away. We're getting strong. Sarah, you got any comments?
No.
Great video footage. All right, we're at the end of day 1. Sarah's tore up emotionally and everything, but she's spiritually intact, but about the rest of it is tore up. But she was just taking a bath with this soap.
And freezing cold water.
Freezing cold water. It feels great though.
Within 1 minute.
You're trying to do 8 minutes?
Yeah.
It might be almost 2 though.
Can't tell you how many emotions I felt today, starting off with like being way excited that we're finally doing this, feeling really like I can't do this because of how much my pack was hurting me, then having like a second wind of hope because like the pack got adjusted and my knee stopped hurting and things were really great for like a long time, like for like a few hours, and meeting Hash Brown was great. That kept us like distracted and entertained on the trail. And then like I just feel like the last like 3 hours have just been so hard and just progressively harder. Like start off as just like, wow, I'm really hurting here. Gosh, everything's in pain, but I can keep pushing on, to like later being like, I'm gonna cry. Like I can't do this anymore. Everything's chafing. I got a blister. I'm so thirsty because Sean drank the rest of my water, and you know, I'm done. I just feel so done. And I'm really concerned that I'm going to be so sore tomorrow that I can hardly move, and that we're not going to meet our miles goal for the day. I'm glad we met our goal today. I'm proud of myself for doing it. In total, my stats are 43,000 steps, 19 miles, and 441 minutes of activity. So that's a lot. And I hope tomorrow goes better. Maybe we won't do as many miles. I'm not sure. But I also hope my blister hangs in, like, isn't bad tomorrow. We'll see. But now I'm feeling just pooped and, like, concerned about the future.
All right, here we are. Day 2, breakfast. Sarah was a sourpuss this morning until she had some breakfast.
I was hungry last night and this morning, and my breakfast is making me happy because I need a win right now. So
Sleeping went all right. I think I was most awake because of how sore I was.
yeah,
And every time I rotated, I felt a new soreness kind of get worked.
every time I turned over, my body would like swell and tingle. Is the best way I can describe it. Like blood was just like rushing all over my body. I don't know how else to describe it, but that kept me awake.
And there were some night hikers.
Night hikers.
They came through just yelling.
Mhm.
It was crazy.
Something about vegetables.
Yeah, they were talking about nonsense.
Mhm.
We both peed in the middle of the night in our beds. No, I'm just kidding.
I was sleeping really good until Shauna had to wake up to pee, and then afterwards it took me a long time to go back to sleep, and then I was like lightly sleeping the rest of the night. But it wasn't as bad as I could have had. So there's that.
We're having oatmeal with peanut butter, almond butter,
It's the
and
extra
raisins.
variety pack.
So here's our kit.
And the raisins are really good.
And you know our lighting problems we had earlier, but then Trail Angel gave us matches.
Well, they died.
We left the matches out, and they got all dewy and dampy. So we're screwed.
We have another Trail Angel though named Hash Brown who gave us some.
Hash brown over there.
In the arms of the angel.
No.
And we have this other family over here from Kentucky. They're trying to do the whole Georgia portion too, just like hash brown.
But they're like way faster than us. So.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, bye.
Day 2, hiking. Part of me doesn't feel as bad as I thought I was gonna feel, and then part of me feels bad. My blister is annoying, but it's not that painful. Good news, my butt chafe thing is not that bad right now. One thing I am concerned about though is it appears that I got a tick bite, and it's that bullseye look, which is sometimes a sign of Lyme disease. So I'm a little concerned about that. I'm like, this really sucks that like all of this is just happening day 2. It's really hurting my morale towards this whole thing. And I'm like, what are we thinking? Should we just like not do all this and like, you know, call it quits on Wednesday when we're at the hotel? Or what? So I don't know. There's like a few bright moments like breakfast or like sitting in the river or something like that, but honestly the day is hard. It's just painful like all day. And I know aches and pains are like part of this, but they're not fun. And like right now my right knee's hurting again. So, and I feel bad because I know I'm complaining a lot, but like I'm also in pain a lot. So it's like, it's hard to be like, oh, I'm so happy hiking, because honestly I'm not. I'd rather not be hiking today. Yeah. Right now I'd much rather be at like a resort for vacation or a cabin or anything, honestly.
Well, day 2 started off real hot. We just came across this mountain ledge. Oh my gosh. There's a beautiful breeze. It's really great. Oh, I feel it. Can you feel it? Is it in the air?
Feels good.
Yep. Here's the hike. Hiking around the mountain when we come. As we're hiking around the mountain when we come.
In the arms of the angel.
These were some great people that we met for a nice break. They gave us some Vaseline and some encouragement, and they were just lovely people. People, we're doing good. We've limited our miles now. We're gonna only do 9.5 today, and we've got a hotel on Wednesday. We did have it on Tuesday. That's why we needed to push so hard, but now we don't. It's on Wednesday, so that kind of alleviates some of this pressure. But yeah, there's been some trail angels that have given us things we've needed along the way, and it's been really helpful.
God.
Yeah. All right, that's the craziest thing we've ever come across.
It's real.
It's real and it's big. He like goes up there. Wow. All right, here's our amazing, amazing lunch. Amazing lunch view. This is great. This is so good. It's just good for you. How's it today? Yeah, I don't think I like the tuna in it either. We bought this like mixed bag of tuna that has all these different flavors. We just put a random flavor in each day to change it up a little bit. So far, we've not liked any of them.
Which is why I've only been putting one bag of tuna in instead of 2 like I planned.
Alright, snake update. At first, he was hanging out by this tree. And then while we were having lunch and whatever, he started going that way. And I was like, okay, cool, he went away. But every once in a while I would still peek, look behind us, see if he's coming anywhere. And he wasn't. I was like getting comfortable. Got our shoes off and all this stuff. We're enjoying this break right now. And then we're eating here, and all of a sudden, Sarah like turns to me and says, "Oh my gosh, snake!" It was right there. It was right there, kind of zigzag coming up, right at this bowl. And Sarah was sitting right here. So we got up. I said, "I'm gonna throw a rock at it." I pick up a rock, and Sarah's like, "Me too." I don't even think I threw my rock. And Sarah threw this like mini boulder, like the size of my fist, nailed him right on the head. And he went, "Pow!" and went away. And now he kind of climbed one of these trees over there. But that's the snake update.
Don't worry, this won't be as sad as this morning's update. With sad Sarah. It's actually surprisingly normal Sarah. I really enjoy meal times. They're probably my favorite. Because I can sit down and eat something tasty. But I'm feeling pretty good right now after lunch. Basically, all the hurting spots have kind of evened out and they don't hurt so bad anymore, I guess. I don't know. They kind of do, but maybe I'm just getting used to it. Small goals. I'm like, okay, 2 miles till our next break. That sounds nice. And the weather is doing great. It's like really cool and breezy up here, so that helps too. It's actually a little bit motivating to get hiking because I'm like a little cold almost. Yeah, here's to the next half of our day and of not pushing ourselves too hard and hopefully having a good afternoon.
And our people, hash brown in Kentucky, we lost them at when we left camp. We were the second people of the 3 of us to leave. Hash brown left first. We haven't seen her. She said she was gonna have a slow pace, but we've been extra slow. And then Kentucky said they left after us, but they passed us.
Because they're fast.
They're just like, they move, man. They don't even have packs on them. They just move. So we're on our own now. Alright, so I just did the unthinkable. Not the unthinkable. That sounds crazy. Yeah. I just did something so stupid, okay? So it was my first poop out here. Right there. Down there. First poop on the trail. Day 2, halfway into it. And typically, this is TMI. Alright, if anyone's wondering, and it's not me or Sarah watching this video, this is going to be TMI. When I poop, I definitely pee at the exact same time. I pulled my pants and whatever down so that my butt was out over the stuff and did not think about the rest of the process. I immediately start pooping and peeing all over my boxers and my shorts. Not pooping, but the pee is just shooting straight into my pants. It was actually a great poop. It went very smooth and fast. So I'm getting butt naked. I just changed into my other shorts, but I'm sitting on the trail right here. I just got butt naked to change my boxers and my shorts because I just peed all over my other.
I didn't move.
Oh man, I gotta take it in stride. Also, oh, hold on. Okay, those people just passed us, and I was about to share this, but as I was getting ready to poop, we heard this family that we knew wasn't too far behind us. We passed them not too far ago, and we keep hearing them. I'm like, should I do it now? Should I wait? Should I do it now? I was like, it sounds like they're so close, and I keep stalling. If I just pooped when I first had to, that'd be a different story. But anyways, I get done wiping, and I'm all wet, and I have to pull my pants up because this family is coming. So I'm got soaked underwear and stuff. I have to put it on and walk up casually as this family walks by. And the little girl goes, "Did you find anything down there?" No, little girl, I didn't find anything down there.
A bathroom.
And Sarah goes, "A bathroom?" And they go, "What?" And
They
laughed and they got it. But, man, the pressure of that family being on us too. So the bathroom mishap happened up there. And we came across this little stream. So I just washed my shorts out right there. Real soon after I washed my pants, we started hearing a lot of thundering going on in the mountains, and the dark clouds were coming in, and so we realized, all right, we're gonna have to scramble real quick because this rain is coming. So we put on our jackets as fast as we can and covered our backpacks. All right, it's just about to rain.
We're ready-ish.
We're ready. Doesn't look good out there, although there is a little bit of sun out there, but above us, I mean, it's raining. We feel it.
Yeah.
But here we go. First time in the rain.
Positive attitude time.
All right, so very shortly after we did the scramble and put everything on our backpacks to waterproof them, we came across a great little campsite. So we'd set up our tent, and it's just supposed to rain for like 2 hours and then stop at like 6. And we really only have like 2.5 more miles left of our hike for today anyway, so we can still make it to our campsite. But I'm just gonna blow this up so we have something to sit on.
It's like the dogs who went away in the sunbeam. Or the cats.
Alright, in this rain as we wait it out, which it's almost done now. The sun's actually done.
Yeah.
But we've been playing a game where we watch the water droplets. So on that half is Sarah's side, Sarah's team. And this is my team. And we're counting how many roll off. I'm at 6, she's at 5. She just had a couple late brigading water droplets. Alright, so the rain ended. It only lasted about 30 minutes or so, but that was our little tent spot, and we just packed up, and so now we're gonna keep going.
You know what they say, Sean?
What?
It's not about how fast you get there. It's not about what's waiting on the other side.
What's it about there?
It's the climb. Yes. Yes, honey.
Check this out. I know you can't grasp the grandioseness of it, but it's amazing.
Yep.
This Sound of Music?
Yeah.
Which we just watched.
I'm really happy we didn't hike in the rain.
Yeah.
And my shoes are dry, and that was my biggest motivation for setting up a tent. I just wanted dry shoes, that's it.
Alright, you guys asked for a camp setup spot, so here it is. Here's our tent. Some fire pits have been made. There's some set aside designated tent spots. I don't know what goes on up there. All right, it is dark out. I've got my headlamp on and it's 4:42. We're getting up and we are going to do a little bit of night hiking. But so this is us getting up to do some night hiking. We're night hiking tonight, or this morning, day 3. Just got a early start. Why not, you know? Why not? Got a long uphill day today. 5 miles of pretty much constant uphill, up Blood Mountain. And yeah, so might as well start.
All right. I feel like today has been the day 3 has been the best day yet. Even better than day 1 for me at least. Like it's kind of funny, I guess, but like I'm still like achy and sore and pain occasionally, but I think my brain has just like given up on telling me that because it's very bearable. Like I know I have blisters on both of my heels, but it's like my brain's just tired of telling me that, so it's kind of stopped. So that's nice. And yeah, my shoulders are still achy, but I think I'm just getting used to it. You know, like when you ride a bike and your butt bones get sore, like that. That's how like my collarbones feel and like my hips and stuff. But I think my body's just getting used to it, so I'm just encouraged that today's going to be a great day. And we've made good progress this first hour. And I don't know, I'm just hopeful that the rest of the trip will be more great and less suck. So yeah, anything you want to say, Sean?
No, I'm doing pretty good, feeling strong.
Cool.
I feel like my quads were sore the very first day, turned a little bit more tricky. And whoa.
It definitely has like a wide angle. You're in
It
it.
was definitely because I think it was breaking in muscles.
Yeah.
But also too, I was dehydrated.
For sure.
I didn't pee at all the first day.
Yeah, bad sign.
Listen to the birds. At some point this morning, we passed Hash Brown and got our first sighting of her since the first day we met her. And she said she would meet up with us at the next stop. At this point, we finally made it to the top of Blood Mountain. It was a foggy day, but it was really exciting because we got to see all of our friends. We got to see Kentucky. We met up with Hash Brown. We met up with some other guys that we've been on the trail with. And it was just fun hanging out, catching up with people. We knew it was going to rain soon after, so we just kind of took our time there. And it was a great time. So unfortunately, the view was nothing because of all the fog. We made it. No, they're inside. We made it to Mountain Crossing, Neil Gap. Hash Brown's with us. She's feeling a whole lot better. She was considering trail suicide and leaving early, but now she's not. She's gonna finish. She hasn't told me that. I'm just speaking in faith. But look, we're here. We're in society. Many thru hikers who have big hopes and dreams end up hanging up their boots here on the tree when they call it quits.
You guys, I can't tell you, I'm like level 10 happy right now. The last like maybe hour of the trail, all I could think about was like pizza and like all my favorite pizzas and my toppings that I like, and like how great it would be to eat some pizza, and how much I know.
You're almost gonna cry.
And how much I didn't want to eat my stupid tuna and couscous, and we got to this place and they have pizza. Oh. I'm gonna have pizza for lunch. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be here in like 20 minutes. It's cooking right now. I cannot wait. It has been a great day.
What else did we get?
Ooh. Cheetos. Cheez-Its. Oatmeal cream pies.
Legit crying.
And Sean got some Oreos.
And I got a
Body armor thing.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. You're definitely in it. So anyways, it's a really great lunch. We've been killing it though on the lunch stops. Our lunch stops have been pretty interesting. So yeah, just wanted to give a little update.
Alright, we just got done with mountain crossing and it wasn't raining. Now, it is raining. So we got the squad back here, all rained up. So, that's what's going on here. We're hiking in the rain. We wanted a fire. It just got done raining. Here's our tent. Here's Hash Brown's tent. And here's some stranger weird guys' tents that are really funny. And we started trying to have this fire, and we're not very successful because everything's wet. They're sitting over there in these two chairs just watching us.
They were Eagle Scouts.
Yes.
So we said, if we start this, they'll finish it.
Because I can't leave a job undone.
So we're having a hard time doing this, and then they're like, oh yeah, my name's Double Eagle Scout. Because every one of my family's a freaking Eagle Scout. And so now...
My name's an axe murderer.
So he takes our hatchet, and now he is going...
Every one of my family's an accident.
Listen, just make sure you get your hatchet back tonight. Okay? It's not safe to leave out.
Okay, day 4. Just a quick recap of day 3. Day 3 was incredible. It was a really great day. We had our night hiking. We went to Hiker Disney World. We caught up with Hash Brown. It rained a little bit, but we had a really great night with those two Eagle Scout guys, and they made us a fire, and that was a lot of fun. All right, that's where the magic ended. Last night, absolutely freezing. Last night I was wearing my PJ bottoms, and which are like pants, and my like t-shirt and my sleeping bag, which is rated for 20 degrees. And I think I only got down to like 50 last night, but I was so cold. I was just like shivering and shivering and shivering, and it's like 2 a.m. I have to pee. I get up to go pee. I didn't want to go pee because I just didn't want to get out of the tent because I knew it would be colder outside, and I was just like, can't hold it for 4 hours, I gotta go, I guess. So go outside, go pee, come back inside, and I realized I'm not wearing my rain jacket. Like, I could put my rain jacket on and that would help me. Duh. So I put on my rain jacket, and I like mummy up myself in my, because you can drawstring it like around your face, so I kind of mummied up in my sleeping bag and was finally able to like get some warmth and like stop shivering for a minute. But like when you've shivered and shivered for like hours, like your body is just like exhausted from shivering. Like I think I was probably more exhausted from shivering than from our hikes yesterday. And so finally got to sleep. I mean, I was kind of light sleeping on and off while I was shivering, but went to really good sleep after 2 a.m. And just because also I think because it's starting to get a little tiny bit warmer. But anyways, all of that to say, it's 7 a.m. I hear people in the camp, but I am like out. Like sleeping at home out. And Sean's like, hey, I think we should probably wake up and get going. And I'm like in the middle of like a dream. So deep sleep. But anyways, here we are, 8:30 now. Sean's off getting water, and we're gonna get ready to go. We're doing 13.5 today. I am Tylenol'd up for my knees. I am bandaged up for my blisties. And I know that the first 2 miles are going to be hard today, like a big uphill and a big downhill, but I think it should be kind of rolling the rest of the day, and I'm really hopeful that we can do 13.5 today, which would make for an easy day tomorrow. So 13.5, here we go. It's gonna be great. Also, my like food cravings have been like rivaling that of like pregnancy food cravings. Like when I was up last night, all I wanted was like mac and cheese, like so bad, and I was planning how when we got to Hiawassee, like I'm gonna buy that Velveeta mac and cheese, and like even though that cheese is like heavy, I'm gonna carry it. I don't care what Sean says. Like I'm like, and I can just imagine us eating that, and I was just like, this sounds so great right now. If someone just gave me mac and cheese, I would just finish a whole pan. I was so hungry at 2 a.m.
So last night was a great night. We spent it with Hash Brown and the 2 dumbass Eagle Scouts. That's their names. And had a lot of fun. Just lots of laughs. Those guys were a lot of fun, and Hash Brown was being fun. We had a campfire and we couldn't light it, and the Eagle Scouts were like, "Oh, hey, we're Eagle Scouts. We'll do it for you." So I don't know. We just had a lot of fun laughing around the fire and just laughing hard that we haven't laughed in a while. And now this morning we wake up to this view, and it's just gorgeous. We're like not even a mile away from our campsite, and this gorgeous view. So I don't know, just life's good. It's peaceful out here. It's a lot of fun. What you got to say, Sarah? Nothing. I already said it 2 minutes ago. Onward. Follow the white blaze.
Been really one of the big joys of this trail life in the past few days has just been meeting so many people, and everyone's just so friendly and open, especially if you initiate it. You know, it's kind of like, you know, people are wanting connection, and it's just like, it's just good. It's just, there's so much like joy and just meeting new people, and you know.
All right, here we are. This is still day 4. And we've got a health update. Sarah's knees are not cooperating today. Sarah, go ahead and tell them what's going on.
They hurt really bad.
Going downhill, they hurt a lot, and it's just causing her excruciating pain. So, kind of cut some walking sticks, and it's helping, so that's good. We've got a couple plans up in the air of how we might continue or exit plan or whatever, so we'll see how it ends. Alright, we're walking a overgrown path-ish. See, it's like kind of a path. Getting off trail to try to get down to a service road for Sarah's knee. We'll see how this ends. I don't know, just updating. It's a bummer. This is not fun. But it might be a little bit exciting if we have to try to catch some, put your thumb out, hitchhike. We'll see what happens. We have to cross this, and to get to a slight trail over there. That's what we're going to do, is hit those 2 rocks, that rock, and that rock that's kind of right there, and then get across. And I'm going to throw our walking sticks back to Sarah while I wait there. She's going to cross, and then I'm going to go up there and cross, probably like right there. Here's a trail. Hardly a trail, but there is a little bit of a way paved. So we believe we're going the right way. All right, we made it out of that jungle trail. We're now on a Forest Service road. Doesn't look like anyone's been on for a little while, but I mean, there's definitely tire marks. And it's not too overgrown, but no one's here to pick us up. Still don't have any signal, but we're walking out to the main road, so.
It's a mile away.
I don't think it's a mile.
Oh, thank God.
Maybe, we'll see.
I'll walk back.
Here's a part of a Forest Service road that I love when I drive my car. But not what I love when I've had what I've had today. It's like a foot deep. I think it's gonna be a shoes off and cross kind of deal.
It may not seem like a big deal to just take off your shoes to cross this 15-foot little stream, but when you're super exhausted and having to take off this 30-pound bag and then get down, untie your shoes, walk across just 15 feet to then have to sit back down on dirty ground, put your wet socks and shoes back on, and then pick up a 30-pound bag, it just seems like a big deal.
Yeehaw! There's a road. There it is. We're almost there. We just saw like 8 cars pass, which I guess gives me hope that there are cars that pass this road. So we're gonna try our hand at hitchhiking, literally our hand, because we have no service. We're walking. 3 or 4 people have ditched us. They wave, say, "Oh, hi, you look nice."
Well, they didn't wave at us. They thought we were crazy.
No, I saw people wave.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just rude.
Yeah.
If you're gonna wave, put us in your car.
So we're walking. We came out down there somewhere. Now we're walking.
Sarah continued walking on even though she was in a lot of pain. The pavement did make it easier since it was level ground, but after about 45 minutes of walking on this road, someone finally picked us up. It was amazing.
In the arms of the angel.
Alright, you guys. Lounging here at the Holiday Inn Express, which feels exactly like the Ritz-Carlton right now. So hiking down that hardly existent trail to get to the Forest Service road, it just like, I know this is exaggerated, but in the moment I'm like, this is how like people like who ran marathons to tell their villages of war, or you know, like you just have to kind of just do it. Like, yeah, I'm in pain, yeah, everything hurts, but I really have no other choice than to just like do it. I have to hike down this hill. As long as it takes me, I need to do it. So thankfully, like, I still have all my limbs, nothing's broken. My knees are just terribly inflamed. So anyways, eventually we made it out to the Forest Service road, which was already better for me just because it wasn't quite as steep downhills. It's really the downhills that were killing me. And so anyways, make it out to the main road, and then just to see like every car just like passing us by, it was just like so heartbreaking. And like, I've been there, I've passed by hitchhikers before because I think they're crazy. It was quite the experience, and like we're just like praying that like God would send someone to pick us up. And finally this van pulls over, and I like nearly burst into tears because I feel like I just been saved. And I know like I'm exaggerating, but my feelings feel the same. It's like those people who are like on lifeboats at sea, and like you finally see a ship coming to pick you up, and it's like, I'm saved. Like there's nothing Like, I like burst into tears. I was trying to hide them as I was like putting my pack in the trunk, and then even as we were sitting in the car, I'm just like silently crying there in the back seat because I'm just so relieved to be in this person's car. And he was super nice. At first he was like, okay, I'm just gonna drop you guys off at blah blah blah. And we called our ride, and she's like, I can be there in 4 hours, or I can call one of these other shuttle drivers and see if they can get you. And he's like, oh, I'll just take you guys all the way into Hiawassee, like a 40-minute drive, like, for free. And we're just like, you were totally an angel. Like, I think you are. You told us you live over there, but I really think you're an angel. And just like, it was just so wonderful. And I remember when we first were making this plan, it's like our options are like set up camp like somewhere soon and like still not make our hotel tomorrow because I probably couldn't hike that far tomorrow. Like, I know my knees need like a 0 day to just recover. Like, even an easy day is not going to be easy for them. So they just need a day of icing and rest, I think, and to be okay, because they were hurting at the end of yesterday too, but not as bad as today. So, or to come and try to find out a way to get into town, take a 0 day. And so I'm glad we went with that plan. Hopefully they'll feel better by Thursday and we can hit the trail again. But our like 30-minute shower was absolutely glorious and it felt so good. And gonna ice up and then go find some dinner where I just want to eat like a ton of food. So that's how we're doing.
And here's our 0 day. It's called a 0 day because you log 0 miles on the trail. And so it's just a break day where we don't do any activity as much as we can so that Sarah can get healthy. And so we had a great breakfast downstairs, and then we went upstairs and we just kind of hung out and we made videos about backpacking stuff. And as you can see here. And then I walked to a outdoors store and bought trekking poles for Sarah just in case she was going to be strong enough to continue on the next day. And by the end of the day, Sarah did a little test on the stairs to see if she could go up and down in elevation. And going one step down, she said, "There's no way we're going tomorrow." But we prayed for healing for her knee. We asked friends and family to pray for healing. And we actually stumbled across a pastor that we knew who lives in Florida up in North Georgia. And we asked him to pray for her. And wouldn't you know it, the next morning, Sarah's knee felt incredibly better and we were ready to go on the trail. Praise God.
All right, just getting back on trail at Unicoi Gap. There we go. Big uphill. We'll see how we do today. So we are back on trail now. We're happy to be on trail. Look at that view. It's so hard to see it with all the backlighting, but Yona Mountain is over there, means we're near Helen, but yeah, we're just...
Knees are doing okay. They're not in pain. I think I'm more so concerned about the possibility of them being in pain than actually being in pain, but they seem to be doing good.
Yep.
That's good.
So we got some...
a knee brace.
Yep, gotta give her a knee brace, and we bought trekking poles.
Which has been helping a lot.
Yep. So we're just happy to be back out on trail.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here.
Hi. And how much I didn't want to eat my stupid tuna and couscous.
Here's the, I think this is day 5. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, day 6. Yep. So what we got going over here, we got the tent over there. May or may not put the rain fly on tonight. We'll see. Sarah's nervous. But we've lit this fire. We learned a thing or two from two eagles the other day, and we got it lit. I'm boiling some water over here out of the pocket rocket. Thankfully we have a top pot for a lid to keep it hot. Then we got a drying line over here that we'll take down right before we go to bed and use it for our bear bag. But we got some stuff drying off. But yeah, we just got this whole little campsite to ourselves, so it's great. The trail is just over there. The fire wizard having her way. Alright, so I'm gonna hang my bear bag. I've got my carabiner on the rope, and I've taken the stake tent, or the tent stake bag, and I throw the bunch of rocks in it. We're going over that big branch up there. We are hopefully staying dry tonight, staying in the tent with no rain fly, which is pretty cool. And look at that, I can see the sunset. That's really cool. The fire pit. But yep, no rain fly on. Ready to listen for the birds. Good morning, day 7, back out on the trail still. There's Sarah hiking away. Unfortunately last night my iPhone cable broke, and so I've been doing most of the navigation on my phone. It's got elevation, it's got like GPS tracking of where we're at, our mileage. It's really a phenomenal app called GutHook. And anyways, it broke last night with only like 30% left on my phone. Sarah's got maybe 40% on her phone, but she doesn't have the GutHook app. But so I've got a paper map, so I'm going to be using that today. Old school, but everything's going well so far. Sarah's knee is doing good. She's got a knee brace on one of them, and still the straps from yesterday on her left knee. So here's for today. The plan is hopefully to make it close to 10 miles today, and we found a quick out by the border. So right when we get to the border, there's a 1.1 mile trail that leads to a service road. So the plan is to make it there. So we started this morning at mile 60, and the border is 75 miles, or at mile 75. So our original plan was to go backtrack 3 miles to get to a road, but if we could just go 1 mile more instead, that's great. So that's only 16 miles we have to do. We're a little bit running low on food. We'll be fine. But we think we can finish this on Saturday. So if we could do like maybe 10 today and 6 tomorrow, we could get picked up, you know, dinner time-ish, and we could be all right. So that would be a great success in my book of, you know, having a 0 day and losing some days in time, but still being able to accomplish our ultimate goal, which was complete the Georgia section. The 100 miles was a dream. That'd be great if we could, but I don't foresee that happening. Mostly at this point, not just because of days, but because of food. Don't know how we miscalculated the food part, but we're doing all right. And so here's our plan. We're at camp here for, well, not camp, but we're at a destination for lunch.
We're at the
Deep Gap.
Noodle House.
The Deep Gap Noodle House is what Sarah says. She is icing her knee. By icing, we mean using
Watering.
ice cold mountain water.
It works though, actually.
Yeah.
It's more precautionary than reactionary.
And we're making noodles over here today.
We've got the pocket rocket, almost out of gas. It's kind of fluttering, so ready with another one.
But yeah, it's been a day so far. So Sarah, here, go ahead. What's your update?
I was gonna say was, I'm so glad to be back out on trail, and I was realizing, like, at the hotel when we weren't sure if we were gonna make it back on trail, I really didn't want to go home yet, and I realized that it's because I'm so happy out here. And I know there's like studies that show just like how if you spend a few hours out in nature, like your stress levels go down, and then also staying off like any kind of internet, which amplifies your stress levels. I am like the least stressed I've ever been in like a long time, and I think that's why I'm so happy, and that's why I don't want to go back home, I think. So anyways, all I was just going to say is I'm really happy out on trail, and I think most people will be really happy out on trail simply because of more nature and less internet.
Yeah.
So that's all I was going to say.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's really enjoyable out here. I mean, there are some things that are annoying, like the bugs.
And all the walking, man.
Yeah, the walking. There's unfortunately a lot of walking when you go backpacking. But yeah, here's all my, not all my bug bites, but I got a bunch of bug bites on my legs. It is the last night on trail, and we're just at a tent site at the top of a little peak, and we're at mile 70. So here's tent. It's rumbly tumbly in the air, and we go over to our kitchen over here, kitchen and living room, through the hallway.
One of those like open concept campsites, you know?
Right.
Like the kitchen and the living room are kind of like the same thing.
Yeah. So here we are making camp, or dinner, before the rain comes. Alright, tonight is our last night in the tent. It's a little sad.
A little sad.
A little sad. It's such an interesting thing. Like, you start to love it, even though it's hard. you just love it. And I don't know, just thinking like, all right, well, this is the last time, and it's a little sad. I feel like I just said the same thing over and over, but yeah. It's
Another
been
sad thing is we thought we had 6 miles tomorrow, but we actually have 9.
Yep. So we thought we went ahead and did 10 miles today so that we would have an easy day tomorrow, and now we got here, we realized, nope, just about the same as yesterday now. Yeah. Which is good. Better to end on like this than with more.
Right.
So, yep, we've been loving this time. We've been saying the best part is the people and overcoming the process of overcoming. You worded it really well, Sarah. What did you say?
Well, I just said like, yeah, like the whole time you're basically miserable, but that's what makes it great, because I think why people like backpacking is, I mean, yeah, it's enjoyable to be outside and meet new people and stuff, but there's a lot of joy in like accomplishing something and like overcoming the difficulties. Like you can find a lot of pride and joy in that. So
yeah, in yourself.
In yourself, yeah. So
yeah, I like that. Yeah, so I'm finding a lot of pride in myself, and
yeah,
I'm really proud of Sarah too for how much she's been able to endure throughout all this time.
Yeah.
Love you, baby. You're doing great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
my elbows were definitely like, I'm probably relying too much on my trekking poles right now to like get through the miles, but it's causing my elbows to hurt because I'm like bracing myself so much on the poles. So yeah, my knees are doing fine, but now my elbows hurt. It's just like every day is a different ache and pain, and it's just like you have to, overcome. So but we're hoping we're gonna wake up early tomorrow morning. We actually have an alarm set, which is new for us. And,
yeah, first time.
Set at 5:30. We'll start off hopefully by 6:30, and
probably in the dark with our headlamps on.
Yeah, if we can get going quick enough, and then we really hope to be picked up by 3 o'clock. That'd be ideal.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we are waking up last morning. Woke up a little early to try and catch up some miles today, and do a little bit of night hiking, and 9 miles, and hopefully we'll be picked up by 3 p.m. But still at this point we haven't gotten in contact with my parents yet, so hopefully we catch some signal in the next couple hours.
Yep. Birds are just starting to wake up.
Alright, last day, and we are out here covering our ground. We need to do total about 9 miles today to get to the place where my parents are going to meet us. At this point we have gotten in contact with them. We told them to meet us at 2. At first it was 2 to 3, and then we're like, yeah, I think we're moving pretty good. Let's just say 2. And now at this point, we don't have any more signal for the rest of the trip. And I think we're gonna get there closer to like 12:30. We're doing good, and it's a lot of uphill, which is great. Just check out that view, it's just beautiful. Sarah, how you doing?
I'm okay. I'm glad this is our last day for my knee's sake. I think they're kind of maxing out here. Each day the recovery's been like a little bit less, so I think they're just feeling a little bit more tweaky and disconnected and achy, so I think it's good that today's our last day.
And we really miss Eliana, baby girl. We can't wait to see your face.
Yeah.
Say hi to my parents, and I would say yesterday morning I wasn't ready for this to be over, but I think today I'm ready.
Yeah. I think it helps that this is the ending we've chosen versus the ending that was forced on us.
Yeah, back at the hotel that would have been bad. So we're making good progress on our day today.
Border is like 4 miles away.
Yep, roughly 4 miles to the border, and then a 1 mile hike out to some road. So up we go. Here's the exit trail that's not really known about and talked about. It's not very well cleared, but it's cleared enough to realize where you gotta go. Alright, we're about 40 minutes into this exit trail. That's hardly a trail. It's gotten worse, less noticeable. We just made a call between two places that neither one looked quite like the trail. So, I guess this is the path of least resistance. It does not look like a path, right? I think we're just in the woods. I mean, I guess most hiking is in the woods too, but this does not look like there's any kind of path here.
Shortly after this, Sean and I decided to split up. The trail is taking a lot longer than we expect it to be taking. Not sure if it's because of the dense brush or because I'm still a little bit slow, but he races ahead to try to catch his parents. I'm left with basically my shadows to make sure that I'm still going in the right direction and my gut. Sean has his compass to make sure he's going in the right direction. We agreed that if we reached a spot where we weren't sure exactly where to go, that we would blow a whistle to indicate which direction we took. So we kept trekking along in the forest. I was keeping tabs on my Fitbit at the time as well. I knew that if we had gone past a certain point of mileage on my Fitbit, we were probably getting a little bit too far. I definitely passed that point.
Guys, this trail keeps getting worse and worse. It's right deep in the mud. It's become a trail, or a horse trail. And now it's becoming a horse trail river. I don't know if you can tell the river, but it's just all soggy everything. Bunch of water running all down this. My parents are now at the thing, if they didn't get their way earlier. So I'm ahead of Sarah, trying to maybe go there, leave my pack. The plan was maybe I would get there before my parents, I'd leave my pack and then come back for Sarah. But at this point, my guess is my parents will be there a long time ago by the time I get there. Cleared out a little bit. Make my gains, then get slowed down by something else. Alright, so
He said he was born back and raised back here.
yeah, this guy that's has given us a ride, he said he's from around here, but
In the arms of the angel.
anyways, we got off our trail finally, thank God, and
That took us 2.5 hours to go 1 mile
yeah,
in the freaking jungle.
friggin' jungle. And so now my parents weren't there, so, and no one has signal out here, so we are just, I don't know what the plan is. Hopefully my parents,
just to get closer to civilization.
yeah, right,
Figure it
and then
out.
we could call or something. So anyways,
I'm not going back through the jungle.
no,
It's not an option.
this
The
is
only
crazy.
option is the road.
This is crazy. What a memory. What a
So
memory.
as far as these guys will take us, I'll go.
Yeah.
Like,
You got a big moth in your hair.
I do?
Yeah, in the
That makes
ponytail part. No, ponytail part. Like down here. Yeah.
Soon after we were in the back of the pickup truck, we came across my parents who were driving up. They were being led by someone in the neighborhood who was giving them directions to the trailhead. So we got together, and it was a very memorable ending to the trail.
This is us. We're 28 and 29 years old, a worn out but proud family who has just completed an adventure of a lifetime.